Getting out of a cycle of low motivation can definitely be a challenge. And I think we've all dealt with the times where we've felt low motivation, no motivation, and just purely just feel like crap. I have always gone through those times where I've been up and down, where I have a lot of motivation, and then there's times where my motivation is so low to the point where like I'm searching for things to get me motivated. But in today's video, I'm gonna explain to you guys and give you guys some advice. I feel like we've already consumed a lot of these videos. They're all over YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, you name it, Google it. Like everything is all here, you know, as far as how to be motivated, how to stay motivated, how can I stay motivated longer, and how do I find motivation? There are people that are searching for this daily on the internet so that they can get out of this funk that they're in. Today, I'm gonna share with you guys 6 steps to changing your mindset and things that I think you should all implement into your lives and things that has helped me, which I have been implementing in my life as well, especially since I've been off of the internet, or not even just the internet, because let me not be lying and fibbing. I didn't mean it like that, but I meant to say like I haven't been on socials like that. So I feel like since this time that I've been off, I've been implementing these things to getting myself back on track and motivated again so that I can be the best person that I can be. But before we get started, please make sure you guys are subscribed. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it at the end. And then also comment down below if you even have some advice or anything that has helped you to stay motivated or to even continue your motivation throughout the year. When it comes to your lifestyle, when it comes to work, career, whatever it is, let us know in the comments, baby, because we need to spill the tea and help each other out, okay? So let's go ahead and get into the video. So let me just be real with y'all. The struggle is really real. And I think we've all just have these times where we just are not motivated. And I think it is very, very, very normal. But sometimes we can feel like it's not because we feel like we should always be motivated at every second of the day. But it's not true. This is just not reality. It's just not life. Okay, so my first step would be making your vision clear, making achievable goals. And I think this really boils down to making achievable goals that you can really reach and really accomplish. Because I think when we start to create goals that we know are more so long-term, we can really disappoint ourselves. And it's not even that we're disappointing ourselves like it will never happen. It's just more so of like, it's not gonna happen now. It's more so of it's for the future, not right now. It's something that you can't do in the next like couple of days or week or even within the day. When we have too many goals that are more long-term, it starts discouraging us because we're not seeing it come to pass. We're not seeing it complete. We're not like actually achieving them, you know? We're working towards it. We're making those steps to work towards that completion, but it's not getting done just as yet. And so I think that's what discourages us. And that's when the motivation goes from up here down to here, because now we're like, dang, I feel like I'm not doing anything. I don't feel motivated. Like I'm not seeing these things actually working out and progressing. And when we don't see that, I think that's what discourages us. And then that's when we lose our motivation. So I would suggest breaking them down into smaller and manageable steps. So you gotta make achievable goals, and that can even be as far as the gym. Like if you know you wanna be a gym girly and you feel like I wanna be a gym girly where I'm going Monday through Friday, some people can't go and just start it and be like, boom. Some people need like smaller goals to reach the bigger goal, which is Monday through Friday. So your smaller goal would be, for instance, going once out the week. If you feel like you can do that, then you're like, all right, I did once out the week. Okay, next week I'm gonna do 2. So it's just you're making those baby steps to the bigger goal. And that's what I mean by making sure that that's what I mean by making your goals smaller and manageable, so that way you can build up to the bigger goal. This will also make them less overwhelming, because I think what happens is we get overwhelmed with all of these goals that we have in mind. And sometimes we have so many goals to the point where like, it's just overwhelming. And you're like, you wanna do this, and now you have like 10 things on your list of like goals that you wanna achieve. And sometimes that can be very, very overwhelming. And if you don't see any progress on actually completing those goals and achieving them, it can really be discouraging. So I think when you do smaller and manageable goals, it helps you and it keeps you motivated, because now you're getting like steps closer. So it's like each step you're rewarding yourself with completion, and then you now move on to the second step, third step, fourth step, into the bigger goal. I want to say make sure that your goals align with your passions and your values, because I think this makes a huge difference. Because when they're not aligned with your lifestyle and your values and your passions, it can be very, very hard for you to achieve these goals and to make it happen when you're not passionate about it. If you're just doing it just so you can say you did it, I feel like it's gonna be harder for you to stay motivated. Okay, number 2 is creating an action plan. So once you set your goals, now you want to create an action plan. And this action plan is to help you to achieve the goals, like I said earlier. So I think when you do the plan of action and you put in the action, just make sure that you're prioritizing, making sure you're scheduling out so that you can be effective. Because I think what happens is we try to make all these goals, but they don't even fit into our schedules. They don't even fit into our lifestyles. So I think the main thing is to make sure that we prioritize this so that the plan of action can actually happen, so that we can start to achieve the goals. Because now we have the goal, now we have the action, and then it's gonna work out because now we have time to make these things happen. Number 3 is finding inspiration. So finding inspiration and motivation, this will help you with your goals as well when you're trying to achieve your goals. And this overall helps your mindset, because I know we're talking about mindset, but this is also like action that we have to put in to create the change in our mind. Because I think the motivation really comes when we start seeing things happen and actually like completing them. And this will continue to keep you motivated to now do something bigger and better, and to keep going, because now you're seeing all your hard work paying off. So I think with this, you have to surround yourself with like-minded people, any type of inspiration. That can be your surroundings, like being around like-minded people, networking, maybe going to events where people are like-minded, where they're all doing something similar, or an entrepreneurial like event or something like that, where you can get motivated and inspired by other people. It can be listening to podcasts, reading books, it can be being in nature, whatever it is and type of work you're doing, or just in general, whatever you feel makes you inspired. That's what you need to continue to keep yourself surrounded by, because if you keep yourself surrounded by these things, this will continue to push that motivation within you to continue to go after and reach your goals. Number 4 is celebrating your small successes. And this is what I meant by doing those small goals and completing them, getting into the bigger goal. So whenever you complete a small goal and you reach it and you achieve it, you should celebrate. And I think that was my hardest thing. Even my mom was talking about that, how we don't celebrate ourselves and how we've always just completed something, did something, and it was just like no big deal. It is a big deal. Like, you achieving something that you put your mind to is a big deal. It doesn't matter what everyone else is thinking, and if everyone else seeing you achieve this goal, it has to do with what we feel. I wanted to make money doing X, Y, and Z, or create a business, and I did create a business and it was successful. That is a celebration. Like, that is something that you put your mind to and you did it. And this is something that will help you to feel good about yourself and about what you've accomplished, and that you are able to continue to keep motivating yourself and to achieve your goals. And no matter how small the success is, it can be as simple as I made it to the gym once a week. I made it to the gym 3 times a week. Now I can celebrate over the weekend. Like, I'm celebrating the fact that I really did this. Like, I haven't went to the gym in say 5 years, and I finally decided today, like, I made my mind up and decided that I'm gonna go to the gym 3 times out this week. So you need to celebrate the small wins. Small and big wins matter, because this will boost your confidence. This will boost your motivation, because now you feel like you're someone, because you are. You will feel like someone. You're like, dang, I really did that. Like, I'm motivated. I'm pushing myself. Like, I feel good. Like, I can really do this. And this will help you to achieve the bigger goals, because now you're seeing yourself achieving and completing the small goals that are going to help you reach the bigger goals. Number 5 is practicing positive self-talk. Woo, this is a big one, because I think we all deal with times where we just are not feeling it. We just don't feel motivated to uplift ourselves, to speak positive because we don't see something happening for us. We can all get into a place where we just don't feel like being positive, and we don't feel like uplifting ourselves, being motivated. We just don't feel like it, you know? But I think affirmations and positive self-talk really helps. And I know everyone talks about this. It really does. It really makes a difference. It's almost like when you start being negative, then everything starts being negative. I mean, literally everything around you. Next thing you know, you freaking fall down the stairs, or like you broke your favorite lipstick. Now it's like someone's calling you with bad news. Now this person's irritating you. Now this one said this, or it literally is like a domino effect when you start being negative. And I feel like it's the same with positive. When you're positive, it's like things just keep getting better and better and better. And so that's why I think when you are developing this new mindset and wanting to change your mindset, you have to start with being positive. And I know sometimes it sucks and it feels hard to even say it, even say a positive word. And I know, because I've been in that place where I just don't even feel it myself. Don't worry about the feeling, because a feeling is a feeling, but just keep saying it, keep talking it, keep speaking it. And if you keep speaking it over your life, you will start to feel it and you'll start to believe it. Am I wrong? I'm not, because I know I'm right. I've done it and it works, and it literally works. It literally works. So you just really need to adopt a positive mindset and positive affirmations in your life and speaking those things over yourself. I don't know if y'all remember that song. It's like, I can't remember what the song is called, but it's like, speak over yourself, encourage yourself, the Lord. Ooh. That's what I meant by speaking over yourself in affirmation. So I think what I would do I would find affirmations, I would write them down, and I would just read them to myself every morning and every night, and until you start believing it, and just keep speaking it. Just keep speaking it throughout the day. Whatever you have to do, keep doing it. And that stuff really gets into your spirit and into your mind. And then it's just like, you'll just see that shift in yourself, like being more positive, being more like optimistic and all of that. And obviously prayer works too, y'all, because I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. If you feel like you have been struggling with being positive and you just feel like you just are struggling with yourself, pray to the Lord and ask him to help you, and ask him to really believe, for you to believe who you are in him, you know? And I really feel like prayer works too. But I also think prayer, reading your word, and affirmations are all three good things that I would suggest. And lastly, number 6, you guys, taking care of yourself. This is a big one, and man, I feel like I'm speaking to myself right now. But no, for real, this is a big one, taking care of yourself, because I think when you are so busy to the point where you're not even taking care of yourself, it is very hard to achieve your goals. It's very hard to stay motivated, and it's very hard to stay positive when you're not taking care of yourself, because eventually you start getting tired. You're not even giving yourself self-care. And I feel like this is an essential to maintaining that motivation and that positive mindset. Like, you just cannot go without self-care. And if you feel like you're starting to slip away from that, then I think you need to reincorporate that into your daily lives and your routine and all of that. Self-care can be all these things: prioritizing your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. And I think all of these things is self-care. And that's what I mean by, you know, making sure you're right, like your mental health is good, making sure that you are doing your physical self-care, but also what's in here, you know, because I feel like your mental is really what, like, really, I feel like your mental health is a big priority that we all should prioritize, because if our mental is not good, how can we stay motivated? How can we even speak anything positive over ourselves? How can we even achieve our goals if we're not mentally stable? That's why self-care is very, very, very important when it comes to maintaining all of this. So exercising, it could be eating healthy, getting enough sleep, practicing relaxation techniques also can help, and learning sometimes how to just like not think about work, kids, house, food, this and that. Sometimes we just need like a moment where we are really relaxing, where there's nothing on our minds, where we have to be doing. Because I feel like our generation is all about like, if you're not doing anything, if you're sitting on your butt, you're not doing anything. If you're not working, you're not anybody. You're not gonna achieve your goals. Like literally, it's okay to chill. And I think that was my hardest thing. But this is something that I learned in these months that I've been off, is learning how to relax, learning how to just take a day where I don't have to work. And it's okay. I'm still making moves. I'm still doing what I need to do. I don't always have to be on 10 every single day. Like, as long as I am putting forth the effort in work, I feel like I'm still making progress. It doesn't mean that, okay, if you take a day off that you're not doing anything. You are still doing something, especially if you put on your schedule like, okay, I'm gonna work Monday through Friday, and then the weekends I have off where I'm not doing any work or anything. Well, then there you go. You work Monday through Friday, and now the weekend you're off. Don't think about work. Don't talk about work. Don't do work. So it's just, I think, prioritizing and making sure we have our schedules so that we can have those times where we can relax and not think about it. But I think all these things will help with your mindset and getting us back on track and getting back to the motivation and staying motivated. But I know like we all go through those times where we're up and down, but I think the main thing is to try to push ourselves to stay motivated as long as possible. It's like fire, bruh. Like, I feel like it's like a fireball. That's how I envision it. When you're motivated, it's like a fireball. And it's like the fire's coming from the ball, and it's like you just throw it and it's just going. But the moment that you start self-doubt, the moment that you start getting lazy, the moment you start just like not taking care of yourself, not prioritizing, and making your goals too big, it's like that fire will literally go out and then the ball will just drop. And then now you're having to start all over. Let me know in the comments. I hope this helped you guys out a lot. And make sure you guys follow me on my Instagram and my TikTok, all that stuff. I will have everything linked in the description box below if you guys are interested. Follow me there. And other than that, I hope this was a good video for you guys. I just wanted to talk to you guys about this because I just felt like, I mean, we're gonna be approaching 6 months soon, and then we'll literally have 6 months left. And I think if you didn't do anything for these first 6 months, it's okay. We have 6 months left to make something happen. So it starts with you and it starts with me. So I love you guys so much, and I will catch you guys in my next video, and I will see you guys later. Bye.